All right, I think we are right at the clock. I just dropped and I thought I was almost going to be late. Seems like it's working fine by now. Jan and Jerry, can you hear me clearly?
Yeah.
Yeah, very clear,
Okay.
loud and clear.
Okay. How are you doing today?
Jerry?
Yeah,
Jerry first.
yeah.
This time.
Usually, all right. Yeah, I'm good. I'm traveling, so so I just wanna bring up first. My connection may not be stable, so if I got lost, yeah, will be there. Thank you, Mabel.
Okay.
How about you? How are you, Jan?
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Cool. I guess before, obviously, thank you everyone for joining us today. Another town hall, same as before getting down to the business, I would love to begin with some logistics for this town hall. So we're giving away 2 OG shoe boxes as usual during this space. Note that in the future we may actually change the gift, but for this time it's going to be still OG shoe boxes. So stay tuned. The first OG shoe box will be given to the person whose question have been picked from the feedback form that was circulated. And then the other shoebox will be given to the person who has liked or tweeted this town hall and follow Step and More and Gas Hero X account and listen to the town hall live. For this giveaway, we use Twitter Picker, well, actually X Picker on the pinned tweet. And then for all of our Zeely challengers, stay tuned. Stay tuned for the secret code to be revealed, allowing you to win 1,000 XP and rank up on the quest board. So you haven't joined us on Zeely yet, there are a lot of invite links circulating around on the announcement tweet. Cool. So I will get started. So to begin with, I'd love to give you a summary of last month's highlights. So first, as you know, we had a lot of GEMS related events in July with in total like 200K. GMT given. That's like more than 2 million impressions and entries. So well done, the whole community. We can't get to this without your participation and your enthusiasm. And I would also wanted to come back on the amazing week we had in Tokyo. I think Jan's gonna talk more about that. So maybe not myself gonna talk about, because like he was actually the one that did a lot of those events and then got a lot of impressions and stuff. But I think last but not least, what's more important is that we also did Drip House collab, thanks to all the teams that are working on the Drip partnership. It was very amazingly concluded. Well, not concluded, but more like it went very well at the beginning. So we would also spend some time in this town hall to talk about it. Maybe Jan, if you like to tell us something about our Japanese community and then your trip to Japan, how the whole event week go, please go ahead.
Okay. I'm probably gonna spend some more time on this. So we attend the WebEx as a platinum sponsor, and about 16,000 people show up. And there's so many people. I think there's more than 16,000. The official number is 16,000. And there's so many people at the booth area, so many people at the stage. So we had a second biggest booth, and we've done the more experienced booth. And also we had a raffle, so a lot of activities and giveaways going on. So we give away a lot of activation code, and we have many people download Steppen for the first time. And we also have pretty good exposure, where we have our logo, on the banners, and we have our panels with the creator of the Final Fantasy, the Square Enix, and also the conference attract a lot of the high-level government officials, including the Japanese prime ministers as well. And I personally went through the booth area. There are so many, primarily there are still many games related booths and projects, either have finished a product or are in the process of fundraising. And after the conference, people just don't leave, right? So many after parties, and we hosted 2. One is the collaboration with the Aki Network, which we have over subscription of 400%. So a lot of people attend. And the second one is a more launch, which are more toward of using GNT, bit of raffle, bit of AMA, bit of giveaway. And I have to really speak for the ambassador and volunteers. So we have over 10 ambassadors just helping organizing all the events, not just the WebEx, but the after party, WebEx, the booth, and also the Steppen conventions. And also have over 50 volunteers helping to make everything very organized. And we have ambassadors traveling from different places around the world. So we have Anastasia from also Nave from Colombia, and we also have Mickey from Singapore. And everybody is so organized. And so we did like a 8 hours rehearsal right before the STEPN convention. So it was crazy. So a lot of dedication, a lot of works, and I think they deserve a round of applause of all the ambassadors. And back to the STEPN event, we have the morning conference. People show up early in the morning, and just getting everything organized. We then have the movie event and the barbecues, and we also had the drinking event afterward. So everybody arrived 1 hour before the event, and everybody enter the conference very orderly. We have over 30 people show up, and so once the convention finished, people also leave in orderly, and some people even run to the place that we're doing the running event. It takes about 1.5 hours, in about 30 degrees. And then we did the barbecue at the beach, so a lot of group activities, bit of beer afterward. And people do ask me for the jam upgrade. It's only like 2 success and 11 failed. So I feel a little bit unfortunate about the people that didn't get their jam upgraded. And also a big thank to the Docomo, which is the largest Japanese telecom company. So they run the MetaMe, which is their version of the metaverse, to live stream the event, the STEPN conference event, to all the Japanese users, so that they can feel like they are also present at the event venue.
Cool. Yeah, no, I was going to say the Docomo collab as well. It was definitely a huge grateful from our side, because that discussion really brought up in, I think, June when we visited Japan. And usually large companies would take a long time to pull off a collab like that. But for this time, it was definitely something that they did specifically for us. So we felt particularly grateful. And I appreciate you, Jan, mentioning all of these details. And I'm sure you'll do more of these in the future in other places in the world. Speaking of that, I think it is the perfect moment to announce that you will also be in Singapore on Tuesday, 12th of September, for City Walk during the Token 2049 conference in collaboration with Blockbeats, which are co-host. So the meetup point will be in Macritchie Reservoir. I think whoever of you that living in Singapore, this place as well, right? Like, you don't really have many other choices for hiking, but definitely within Singapore, this is like one of the most perfect one. So make sure whoever that you are there at Token 2049 to save the date and enjoy a great hike through the largest nature reservoir and reserve in Singapore. So I think for whoever is going, I think we'll RSVP, send the RSVP detail through X, which is Twitter, soon. Stay tuned if you're up for some adventure. And I think next I would like to move on to talk about some of the upcoming stuff for next month. So definitely listen carefully so you don't miss anything that's important. Which one should I start first? Okay. I think we should mention definitely the first ever animated skins in STEPN, right? So we had that announcement earlier in the month, an airdrop through our collab with Drip House. So Jan, what do you think of this collab?
It's pretty big. I mean, it's about 450,000 more NFTs has been dropped to people that using the Drip and get the more box. And I think it's cheap, great potentials for us to explore more on this. And also, this is also the first time that we tried the STEPN animated skin, right? Which is the permanent skin. I see people that ask me on the social media, but after I got the confirmation from the dev team, I can't find the post. I'm supposed to reply to them. but it is a permanent skin, so don't worry about enhancing them, and they will stay. Well, actually thinking about run more of the StepN with more events in the future, but because I was actually traveling, every time we have event, I was traveling, so I end up missed the drop. I only did like one, but I didn't get anything from 3PALs, so I have to buy the market from the secondary market, and then I end up only getting like a 10 GMT. So Jerry, what do you think? You got that numbers or Dallas?
Thank you, Jan, for bringing the data up. First of all, I must say it was a very successful event, and like you mentioned, we've airdropped 460K more mascot NFTs as tickets for mystery box rewards. So which is a huge number, and also the event is still ongoing. So I give you more number, an impressive 66,739 new users have been onboarded to our platform. That is out of 258,740 unique visitors. So we have a large volume people visiting us during the event, and lots of new users. First time for them to explore our platform, which is great. And also we've given out 81K more NFT boxes, which contains 1.3 million GMT worth of prize. So these numbers, of course, shows it was a great event, and our community is also growing bigger, stronger, diverse, more dynamic than ever before. That's the number. And also, I want to say we're not just an NFT marketplace, and we also want to play as a hub of innovation and creativity, thing. So we're trying to offer more fun thing on the platform, like the NFT box. So our aim is for people to have fun experience or more. And currently, we are in the process of developing a unique, more rewarding system, a community-driven reward system to empower all, not only traders but also collectors and creators. So this collaboration with Drip House serves a test for the ambitions plan. So that's pretty much. And I think we are also excited to keep surprising you, enhancing your NFT journey. So get back to you, Mabel.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, the reason I brought up that people should listen carefully is really for what you just said in the last section, which is not just about the Drip House as one-time event, but rather it's something that's like a system that we're building. So I hope some of you definitely captured that. If not, well, you'll find out sooner or later. And we'll keep working to offer our community other great partnerships for sure. And meanwhile, we are still organizing some cool in-app events. If you saw the teaser that we posted yesterday, you might have understood that the next one will happening very soon. I've seen some community guesses around what it is, whether it's I'm not going to leak more because I felt like I'm going to say something that I should not be. So maybe even tomorrow. I mean, I think that's something I can mention, but I'm not going to mention what it is. But Jan, do you think we can share some information about the next steps?
Yeah. So in August, we gonna try something new that we didn't try before, right? So we did enhancement, we did minting, so we also did the gems, right? So this event gonna be the future related. You will share somewhat of a similar design, I think, to the Bonanza event. So people will find out very soon.
All right, you said something as if you said nothing, but yeah, we'll get everyone to definitely get excited about this because if you don't remember, let me remind you, we will have a whole month of great events for Step Number, which is our anniversary month. So I think everyone should definitely try to take part of it. So that's it for now. I can say about. I think above all that, I want to tease something, but I actually didn't mention this to Jerry and Yon, but this is also like quite exciting. um, so we might have something happen towards the end of the month, which is something related to the partnership. But let's say if we can get through it. If not, then definitely stay tuned for maybe the month after. All right, I think above that, we also had some quite interesting news related to Gas Hero. I realize that this is also the first time we did an English space in the town hall that's like directly related to Gas Hero. I mean, I know before we started promoting it, you guys talked about it, but I think really, since we started promoting it, this is the first time. So we gave away some Gas Hero badges to reward our followers when we reach at 10K. So I think for those who did not capture that, definitely don't miss the next waves of giveaways because we have way more than those badges. And then we'll also periodically release new giveaways for people to get broader and access of Gas Hero. I'm sure later on, I think Jerry can expand on that. I think we also did the UGC Genesis NFT contest, right? Like the Genesis Hero contest. A lot of you actually participated. The community, some of the community actually use even some of the partners' characters to create derivative works and then put in the entry. We had close to I think 10K entries, and then 320 of them, which is like 20 for each code names, will be chosen to be part of the Genesis Hero for the tank code names. Right now, it is still going on for the damage side, but that the previous one was for tank. And then these people across like all of these 48 code names, they will share 2 million GMT pool in addition to the 2% perpetual creator royalty fees on these NFTs. But although we haven't gotten the final choices, we're still in the process voting. We all have seen it. So, Jan, I'm curious to hear from you. What do you think of these heroes?
Yes, I went through all the designs, and they are pretty cool, right? So people take totally different pathway of interpreting the code names, with the way they design it. And also with the way they present it, right? So either it's a pixelation, realism, abstract. So very interesting. And it is particularly, I think, interesting to me is that when we work on the code names, one has to be really categorized, and also have to have pretty much well covered on the popular genres of either it's animations out there or comics. We have our own sort of image or how the hero is supposed to look like, and then you're looking at other people's design and say, that's different, that's new. So I think it's particularly interesting to me that to see how people interpret them differently. And I think also the UGC contest itself is also a good way of getting user involved of designing the Web3 games, right? So I think that's a whole point of difference with Web3 product is that you don't have to wait until the product being fully finalized to deliver to the market. Rather, you get people, user involved, to work with us and to build, the product together, and also get the share of the revenue generated. So it's very creative, I think.
Jan, I'm actually curious about the process of you coming up with all these 48 code names. For those who did not hear what Jan said, he actually was the one that come up with all of these. He's such a creator. So I wanted to give him a round of applause. But before that, let's just definitely share how you come up with these ideas.
I went through so okay. Firstly, is that okay? You're looking at all the diverse cultures around the world. You say okay, let me pinpoint all the popular cultures, and then you say okay, now we have this base of culture, we can see all right where that culture leading me to, right? So either you can see okay with all the historical figures, and then you're looking at okay especially with let's say the Hollywood characters, say okay what kind of interesting ideas can be derived from there, and also you're looking at more like a comic um, um, and also basically I just binge watching all the movies, to say okay this character look good, that character look good, and then you put them, um, and then you do your first edition, and then you're looking at okay no that's too cliche, let's remove it, and that's not good, let's remove that, and then you just evolve, and as halfway we evolve, and then we need to put them into correct category. So we know that there's like strengths, there's the more like a mechanic, and also there are the biology, right? So more like a evolutionist, and then okay you're looking at okay now I want to fill 8 heroes at each category, and then you have to make choices, right? So say okay I remove this one, adding this one. So I think it take about 6 full revisions to come up with these names. And after watching I don't know how many, you have this like a summary movies thing right on YouTube. It's like a 5 minute to watch a movie. I just keep watching and keep watching, getting ideas, and iterate, and then we have that. I think it took me about 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks. We finalized the design.
I'm very jealous of you can claim watching movie as like part of the job. I wish to have some job like this. Jerry, you see how your co-founder is like, coming up with
Yeah.
kind of different. Yeah. Okay.
I actually want to say, I actually want to say thank you to Johnny for saving me for 2 weeks, because Jan used to give me 10 ideas per day, and I pushed back most of them, and Jan keep giving me more ideas, and he's just happy to I don't know how to say, but he's energetic and
Brainstorm everything.
He's 100% on Gas Hero. Yeah, 100% on Gas Hero, which is also great, giving us the great Gas Hero all the content.
Yeah, no, I thought Johnny was giving the heart shape in the audience. But I would actually echo on what Jan earlier said. It's a good way to get user involved. I think I mentioned this a few places, but only on some of the Discord channels. But I would repeat what I earlier mentioned, which is I do think this co-creation or UGC contest, what it is really like we start the marketing campaign from the very beginning, leveraging everyone, whoever participated in the contest as a node to market the product for us, to market the vision for us. Really, the idea is that we're paying them, basically promising them a lot of the future incomes and put it up front, and then like leverage that to exchange for some exposure. Gas Hero is still a baby. Gas Hero is still in the early days. So how do we convince people to really participate and help us grow together? I think that is the magic of Web3, of community governance and everything. So I do think this is like a very nicely kind of considered and designed contest. So I should definitely also want to thank all the team members who worked very, very hard on this. With that being said, I think, Jerry, you should reveal some of the interesting ways of getting involved in Gas Hero before the beta test that is happening in November. Note, this is not an alpha.
Wow. Yeah, this is the biggest news this month. So Gas Hero. Yeah, so Gas Hero will be open beta testing in November this year. Will go live very soon, 3 months later.
We did Stephen alpha testing in November in 2021.
I see. Very
So
auspicious.
November will
Nice.
be like
Yeah.
testing.
I still remember
testing
the 3rd of November. We were aiming the end of October, but we failed. We delayed 3 days. Yeah. Thank you, Mabel, for bringing this up. And of course, before we start the beta testing, we have a bunch of events and activities, contests, mostly in Discord server. So please do join the Discord first. If you can't find the link, you go to guesthero.com and find the link on the bottom. We had a white paper profit event in Guest Hero Discord already, and it's still live. You can join. It's very simple rule. You just take a guess of what's upcoming on the subject mechanic and the features. If you spot on, you win Guest Hero whitelist plus GMT, and it's very easy to join. You just click the white paper profit channel. Enter the channel. You will find the details, and also more events are planned to win not only GMT but also the whitelist. Even our Guest Hero NFTs and even Genesis and NFTs. So listen carefully. We will have Discord activities, including the AMAs. You will find lots of alpha, and we will have the design workshop to build heroes. So if you have the drawing talent, do join us and contribute and win NFT. And also we will have the Discord pop-up daily quiz, monthly quiz maybe, for winning GMT and a whitelist and the normal heroes and the Genesis heroes. This pop-up daily quiz is pretty much like the early days when we did Steppen pop-up quiz. So it's pretty much the same. Also, we still have the Discord raffle. It's very easy to participate. It's just simple clicks and you win some small GMT. It's just for fun. And okay, now we have one of our most important program, which is called City Pioneers Program. It works as a ambassador-like program. So we are welcoming influencers and the KOLs join us to expand the community. And the pioneers get lots of rewards, exclusive rewards, such as the in-game assets, GMTs, and Guest Hero, the closed beta testing opportunity. And maybe if you are good enough, you have the opportunity to join FSL team. So if you are interested, please reach out to our email, which is hello@guesthero.com. hello@guesthero.com. Do send us email, and we will contact you soon. So also the last one is Discord ranking event. It's a teasing, so no details will be given, but it's very juicy reward, I was told. I was told by Guest Hero marketing team. And more events are on the way. Stay tuned. Last thing, one more thing. The community members are asking for the result of Genesis Hero design contest. We have received a huge amount of applications, and the team is heavily working on this. So we may delay the winner announcement for a couple of days. That's all. Get back to you, Mabel.
All right. Thank you so much, Jerry. I didn't realize that you were going to mention so much details, but definitely it was cool to hear you listing out all these ways involved with the Gas Hero Discord. Indeed, many people, because I've been in Gas Hero Discord for days, and then people been coming in asking about like how they can get access and this and that, and also like whitelist and in-game asset. So definitely super helpful. I hope someone took notes. But I do want to add something more to what Jerry mentioned above, because Discord, although being the most important access for you to get all of these different in-game assets and like rewards, it's not the only one. So I think first of all, I want to highlight that with the partners and communities that we work with through the City Pioneer program, we are gradually giving away those guaranteed whitelists, which are essentially the base construction vehicles and also the normal heroes. Meaning that, so if you are involved as a City Pioneer, if you go to Discord, you probably would see like there are some roles who are listed already as a City Pioneer. Those people are the ones who we already on board. So if you are involved as a City Pioneer, you and your community members will be eligible for some of these like guaranteed whitelists, normal heroes, and other exciting rewards. So really like becoming like, a City Pioneer, it's not just about the role or anything else, but also like the whole community would probably love you. Well, I mean, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but you know it. And I think the other thing is that through all of our official X accounts, including StepN official, More official, Gas Hero official, we are giving away some whitelist, normal heroes, and some other gifts. So I think, like, for example, the best example was just like when we reached the first 10K for followers for Gas Hero, we gave the badges, which, well, kind of very pricey, obviously, but we have a lot more other things for you to, enjoy, and probably the frequency will also be higher. And I think last but not least, many of you have not only been interested about designing the Genesis Hero, but also curious at how you can get the Genesis Heroes. Because for those who actually been following Gas Hero AMAs in the past, like you probably already know that Genesis Heroes are quite precious. I think at least what I can let you guys know is that if you had paid attention to the part 2 of the white paper, you would know that some of these Genesis Hero will come from inside the game. But of course, we have also planned to give away some through all of these events that we mentioned above. But that's a lot, right? So we'd like to keep some of those as secrets for now. But definitely stay tuned. And the way you stay tuned, obviously, is through following Gas Hero official on X, Twitter, or on Gas Hero Discord. So I think that's it from my end for now. But Jerry, many people have been asking, what would the existing StepN Genesis holders get? I don't know how much you can say about this.
Yeah. You guys know as well, and we have the
killing question. It's a killing
question. It's a killing question. I must be very careful. So you guys know as well, we have the track record of not mentioning anything before we do any airdrop. So even if we do have the plans, we can't tell anything. But something for Gas Hero badges, we can't promise anything for now. But I think I think you won't be disappointed. One thing Jan discussed with me very often, like weekly basis, is how we reward our users, especially Genesis sneaker holders. That's on our calendar. Thank you.
Sorry, I keep trying to unmute myself. I don't know why I couldn't. Okay, now I'm back. Okay, so I guess before we get to some of these community questions, Jerry, would you like to this time to reveal the secret phrase for our 1000 XP StepN quest?
The password is Fusion, all lowercase, FUSION. Once again, FUSION.
Okay, cool. Usually it's Jan, but I think I've prepped quite a few community questions for Jan, so I'd like to go through them one by one. First one is the one that we picked as winner. So, very simple, but I think Jan have more than enough to say about this, is what is the StepN team most looking forward to the upcoming month? Jan.
Okay. Okay, I think before I get to the question, I need to correct what Jerry said. Is not about create or reward, create value or reward to just a particular group of STEPN users, but all the STEPN users. So not limited to certain type of, right? So that's something I want to make the clarification. And regarding to the upcoming month event, so we will have a lot going on. So firstly is that I'll be back traveling again in September. So we'll attend the Korean Blockchain Week, and we have a panel discussing basically Web3 game, and also some side event we are hosting. So please watch our social media to post the event. Plus, what maybe have been mentioned that we have the City Walk event in Singapore. Plus, we also are attending the Token 2049, and as well as a side event, the D Game event for 2 days, and we are also speaking over there. And also, Jerry have dropped some alpha. I'm not sure people picked up today regarding more will have a major upgrade soon. I'm not mentioning the time frame, but we are working on this upgrade for a month, and we are quite happy that we're going to roll it out. And yes, September will be a big month, and we have September, and we have many events planned out, and so people will find out very soon, right? So we have packed event happened in the next month.
I love how you were hesitant to say the date, and then you thought for many times and said soon.
I've been careful because it was, why you say this, and I'll just keep it vague.
That's so funny, that running meme of Yawn being locked, but it's kind of a joke. But I do wanted to mention that you know what CEO means, Yawn?
What's CEO mean?
CEO. Do you know what it means?
CEO. Oh no, what is that?
It's Chief Events Officer. I think you're now
okay.
our Chief Events Officer now. Okay. I think. Well, I mean, the next question kind of like Jerry answered, which is like, old users would get any benefit discount in our upcoming Gas Hero project. I wonder how you would answer this one. This is also a hard one, huh?
I mean, it makes sense when we all talk about let's just make a much bigger ecosystem than just STEPN, right? So that's the reason that we are, building additional product, featuring the GMT use cases. So we will do, the STEPN user will actually, I think, be the first, to know, the event for Gas Hero, and we'll have different marketing event, have different giveaway event. So there will be onboarding plan for STEPN user, right? So I think the first is the Gas Hero badge event, right? So that's how I think people get to know the Gas Hero. And we'll run both on the socials and also in Discord for STEPN user if they are interested in playing this social game or social experiment. And they can certainly participate and get their whitelist or some asset to get them started.
Okay, cool. And you answer it very tactically, very nice. Then the other, this is not like a question, it's more like a suggestion. The person said, I suggest that through STEPN's player achievement and badges, you can win physical products related to STEPN, and then let these products be used, and finally let people in real life know and use STEPN. What do you say about this?
I think that's certainly something that worth noting. Physical merch was something that we actually didn't want to touch because it's too much, issues with logistics, with manufacturing. But now, as we are expanding our capacity, I think certainly we can do something regarding to the physical merch. So that's something actually worth noting. and worth to follow up.
Got it. So I guess you will share more information as it approaches. Last question. I think this is like a question been around for like a year or something, but I think finally people have some sort of answer. So I thought it was worthwhile picking. So is it possible to add a favorite function to shoes?
I think this was request I see like years ago, but I actually discussed this with that people. Say, okay, can we do this? And just adding like a star, people can save. And what they come up with is that they want to say, all right, just so what we did is that we leave the last sneaker people use at the home screen. So meaning that if that is a favorite sneaker, you keep using that. Basically, that will be staying on the homepage. So not necessarily a feature that you have to physically set which one is your favorite, but the favorite will just stay on the homepage. So that's, I think, more intuitive. People don't even need to do anything. They just keep using the same sneaker, right? If they have an upgrade, just move to another one. Unless I think people need to use multiple type of sneakers during the day. That bit of, they have to swipe through different sneakers.
Cool. Excellent. I think once again, our town hall was beaming with exciting news and exclusive insights. Well, I mean, for this time, I think there's quite a bit about Drip House collab as well as Gas Hero asset acquisition for people. So as we wrap things up, I would like to extend a special thank you, as usual, to the mod team and the ambassador team. Your exceptional dedication is truly commendable, and we will love to have more of you joining our force. So looking forward to reconnecting next month, which is step number. There will be a lot more interesting things coming up. Thank you all.
Thank you. GM. Did we say GM in the beginning?
Yeah.
Layer 1 like?
No. We no longer we say layer 1 like.
So what is it?
Right?
All right.
What is it?
Doesn't matter. GM, wherever you are.
Okay, GM. We'll have update on that, what Jerry said, in September anyway. So yeah, stay tuned.
Wait, about what he said? Layer 1 like?
We're gonna
What?
just do some cosmetic on our website. So yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
okay.
we're gonna have in September we have a lot of alpha. I think we'll talk about our bigger plan. I think. Stay tuned.
Is this like Easter egg, like part of the show every month
No.
now? Like we'll have to stay here and then hear it out. Like every single time we have some Easter egg.
No. You should play the music first. You let the music run for a minute and then have the Easter egg.
All right, it's fine. All right. Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay. All right. See you.
See you. Bye-bye. See you next month.